man. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Well, it looks like everyone's least favorite G.I. Joe producer is back at it again. Lorenzo DiBonaventura is talking about that Transformer Joe crossover. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's an article from today. It's on superherohype.com. I'll put the link in the description. Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie producer teases release window. Already. Transformers Rise of the Beast producer Lorenzo DiBonaventura has revealed when fans can expect the highly anticipated crossover movie featuring G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. I don't know how highly anticipated. When will the next Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie come out? In an interview with Sci-Fi and Fantasy Gazette, DiBonaventura was asked about the next Transformers installation, which will finally meet Hasbro's other successful toy property in The Real American Heroes. Okay. While the ongoing writers and actors strike has temporarily paused development on the project, DiBonaventura expects it to be ready by 2026. Okay. Such a date appears optimistic should the strike extend into next year. It's a good question, DiBonaventura said. We were about to start a script when the writer's strike happened. About to start a script. Okay. So our hope was we were going to have it for 2025. So they're trying to crank this out. But I think the longer the strike goes on, the more it puts it into 2026. Well, stop rushing things. The surprise ending of Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Okay, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. But it's been out long enough, so that's on you. Showed human Autobot ally Noah Diaz get enlisted to the Joes by a mysterious recruiter played by Michael Kelly, and he played that guy really well, I will say that, who reveals his office to be the secret location of the G.I. Joe headquarters. The Mam and I are doing a review of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, and we're going to break down that G.I. Joe scene at the end of the film, but I didn't feel that was Joe headquarters. It didn't really feel like the pit. I just kind of thought it was like a satellite location, but I don't even think they know. Let's be real, okay? One question on fans' minds is whether or not the crossover sequel will have any connection to past Joe movies, specifically 2021 Snake Eyes, a G.I. Joe original Origins picture film that flopped. The producer clarified the issue by explaining how the creative team has yet to figure out along with the main story. Clarified the issue by explaining how the creative team has yet to figure it out along with the main story. So they don't know. We're just throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Okay, here we go. At least they admit it. Here's the answer. I don't know the second question's answer. All right. Because we haven't gotten that far. DiBonaventura explained. But like every other Transformers movie, the ingredients of the movie is human and robots get together to stop the villain. Okay, that's true. The Joes are going to be part of the ingredients now. We're not going into the Joe world. They're coming into our world. So there you go. So if you look at like all of the human kind of operator teams that were in all the Transformers movies, those are going to be Joes now. Kind of goes along with the comics, depending on how you look at it, I guess. So if you think about it that way, I think that's the closest thing to the plan that we have. We now have to figure out the plot we want to do, etc., etc. But they will be an active participant, if you would, a few of the characters in trying to stop the bad guy. For now, the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie remains in development. There you have it, friends. So they don't necessarily know what they're going to do, but they sort of have a framework of what they're going to do. Depending on the writer's strike and how long that lasts, depends on how far out this movie's going to be. I don't know. Personally, I kind of always wait to see how I feel about a project when it comes out, because I've been wrong before. The first time I saw the Tumblr for Batman Begins, I didn't like it. Then I saw the movie and I loved it. There's a lot of examples throughout movies where I hear something or I get a glimpse of something and I don't like it, and then I experience it and it changes my mind. So I'm going to try to be open-minded about it. Again, the Mam and I have a review of Transformers Rise of the Beast coming out, so we'll get a little more into the weeds on how we both felt about that movie. Was it a step up from Bumblebee? Was it a step back to the Michael Bay stuff? We'll have to wait till that video comes out. But for now, there's the news from Lorenzo DiBonaventura himself, Mr. Super Producer who doesn't know shit about G.I. Joe. So, hope and pray. Let's see what we get. And leave a comment below. Let's talk some Joe and have an awesome day.